Hey there, how's it going? Fall is here, and for me, this means a change in my fitness and wellness routines. Why do I do this? Well, because it's a very simple and effective way to change up my routines, my workouts, my food. It invites in variety, and variety will help to prevent burnout and keep you from getting injured. And the variety will also help to keep you motivated because it's something new and fresh and fun. So at the end of each season, I take a few moments to look forward and ask myself about the energy of the next season. And then I just start to invite that into my food, into my workouts, and into all my other wellness routines. The things you want to keep in mind when it comes to fall is that the days get shorter, but our calendars get jam-packed with all sorts of extra things. So you need your workouts to be short, simple, and effective. And so I want you to think anything from 5 to 20 minutes is going to be perfect. I'd much rather you do a 5-minute workout than do the thing we tend to do where we say, you know what, I'm too busy, I'm just going to put it off, right? And then we go through the holidays, we go through the winter, and then in the beginning of the year, we try to get started, but we just don't feel good. We've added on a couple pounds, our body is stiff and tight from not moving it, and so a 5-minute workout is going to enable you to keep on track, right? So I want you to also keep the workouts simple. Think of workouts that include minimal equipment, body weight, dumbbells, a kettlebell, and think of workouts that you don't have to fuss over, right? You just go right to that 20-minute spin class, you get on your bike, you do the class, you leave. I want your workouts to be kind of intense, though, not intense, challenging. If you're going to keep them short, you want to keep them challenging. So you want to be getting your heart rate up, you want to be sweating, and you want to be taking big, full breaths, right? When you're doing something cardiovascular, like sprinting or riding a bike, you can do sprints on your bike, a spin class, or even yoga. Those big, full, deep breaths are going to help to strengthen your lungs as we move into the winter season that tends to bring us a little illness. To help give you an understanding of what these workouts might look like, there are going to be 3 different workouts in the description box below that kind of qualify: simple, short, and effective. If none of those float your boat, or you don't have time to do a full 5, 10, 15-minute workout, drop and do a max plank hold. This will get your heart rate up a little bit, start to get you a little sweaty, and you'll start to feel those core muscles shaking and building. So there's also a video on how to do a proper plank in the description box below so that you are nice and safe. The next concept that I like to bring into my fall routines is the concept of letting go. As the trees start to let go of their old leaves and prepare for new ones to come, I too see what I can let go of. Go through your fitness clothing. Get rid of the shoes that are all worn out. If the tread is worn significantly in certain spots, maybe those aren't your workout shoes, maybe those are your yard shoes, or donate them to people who don't have any shoes. If you are running or jumping or lifting heavy weights, you're going to need shoes that are supportive and that fit your foot well. And when they start to wear, that changes. Get rid of the shorts that ride up and give you a wedgie. Get rid of the sports bra that smells like it's been through one too many hot yoga classes. Let go of that stuff and invite in new if you would like. Go through your fitness equipment. Let go of the stuff that's about to break or damaged. Let go of the thing that's been sitting in your corner just collecting dust for a long time. Just let it go. Sell it, donate it, use the money to buy yourself some new cool fitness equipment that might inspire you to use it. I want you to also think about letting go of some old habits or some old thoughts. I know this one's a little more emotional, but that's a big part of wellness. If your insides are not as healthy as your outsides, you're still going to struggle with feeling healthy and happy. So there are some journal prompts in the description box below that will help you to figure out what's getting in your way and help you to figure out what instead you could be focusing on. Last but not least, go ahead and invite in some fall flavors to your diet. I love doing this. It's a great way to mix it up and to keep my diet fresh as I'm trying to continue to just eat healthy. So first, go to the internet or to your local farmer's market and ask them what's in season right there where you live. That is a great place to start because that is going to ensure that you're getting the highest quality produce, right? It's right in your backyard or from the market down the road. That is going to be a great place for you to bring in some really good nutrients from locally produced produce. Then you can start to build and fill in your diet with some more general fall type foods like sweet potatoes and squash and pumpkin. I'm going to put a long list in the description box below of some foods that you can start to mix into your day. When we do this, we're going to also invite in some spices. There are some spices that just scream fall, like cinnamon. Cinnamon, clove, allspice, maybe even some ginger, things that are warming and that feel good. Turmeric is another great one. I will put a complete list in the description box as well so that you can start to mix and match your spices with those yummy, delicious local veggies. So now that you have your list of fall foods that you're going to incorporate into your diet, now just start to think of how you can mix them in and if there are any shifts you want to make as the weather changes. So I like to start my days with oatmeal as the weather changes. You can make oatmeal squares or you can just make oatmeal in the morning. It's not really that difficult to make yourself a batch of oatmeal. You can also recruit your crock pot for this. I like to then make a giant kale salad. It doesn't have to be kale, but I like kale because it's heartier, and so if you're going to pre-make something and let it sit in the fridge, I just find that the kale just tends to hold its freshness and crunch a little longer. Again, fill it full of those fall foods, some apples or grapes, and some squash or mushrooms, whatever you want. Make a dressing and keep it on the side so that it doesn't soggy the salad, and then you can just take it on the go as a little snack or add some protein and you have a quick little lunch. Make yourself some zucchini noodles or some butternut squash spaghetti noodles, right? Or even spaghetti squash. Using some squash to make spaghetti or pasta is a great way to get that feeling of decadent, warm, filling pasta without the calories. Now, don't get me wrong. I love me some pasta. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world to eat. But because we have holidays coming and we're going to be eating extra things that are decadent and calorie dense, it's wise to kind of cut back where you can, and this is one way that I have found to do that. So you can get yourself a spiralizer or buy them pre-made at places like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's and add some veggies, add some sauce, boom, dinner is done. I also really love, this is my favorite, for fall I really love to make a soup. I make a big pot of soup, and then when I get home from work, I just pull it out of the fridge, put it onto the stove, take a shower, unload my car, do whatever I need to do, get settled, and by the time I've done that, usually the soup is warm and I'm able to sit down for a nice filling, comforting bowl of soup. I finish off my nights with a golden milk latte. So you just take any sort of milk. I use coconut milk because I like the sweetness. And you add some turmeric, some ginger, and some cinnamon and honey. And you just heat it up and it becomes this wonderful fall-colored, warm, somewhat sweet drink that's really good for you to sip on before bed. I hope that this information helps you to just keep moving through the fall. It's busy and we got a lot going on, but something is always going to be better than nothing, right? Something gets you one step closer to that goal where nothing almost takes you further away. So see where you can implement some short, simple things into your wellness routine and let go of that stuff that's holding you back. Let go of the stuff that's distracting you or cluttering your space or your mind, because you deserve to feel good. You don't need a ton of time and a ton of things to make this happen, but the intention must be set that you are going to take care of yourself this fall. I'll be here for the winter time too, to give you some tips as we roll into the winter. Let me know if you need anything else from me. Know that I love you and that I will see you soon.